No one on that training field understood the danger in their laughter, and not a single cadet realized the woman they mocked could command an entire fleet with a single breath. It began on a bright afternoon, wind sweeping across the academy yard as a group of overconfident cadets gathered around the newest recruit. She stood quietly, her uniform still crisp, her hair tied back, her eyes calm, too calm for someone being shoved, ridiculed, and finally splashed with cold beer by boys who thought rank came from arrogance rather than honor. And that was their first mistake. Before I tell you what happened next, tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I love knowing who's listening. She didn't flinch when the beer ran down her collar. She didn't shout when one cadet tossed the empty bottle at her boots. She only looked at them with a patience that unsettled even the loudest among them. Deep inside, she felt the old sting of memories she had buried, missions where young soldiers cried for home, nights when she signed off orders that saved thousands yet cost her more than anyone would ever know. But she swallowed it. All of it. The leader of the group, Cadet Riker, stepped closer, smirking as if he owned the sunlit yard around them. "Welcome to the academy, rookie," he sneered. "Hope you like your rank at the bottom." She said nothing, because she had once stood at the top, higher than any of them could imagine, and she thought she'd never have to reveal that life again. She was wrong. A few cadets from nearby units slowed their training and watched. The air shifted, growing heavier, like the moment before a storm even though the sky was wide and clear. A couple of instructors noticed the commotion too, whispering among themselves, unsure whether to intervene or let the cadets embarrass themselves further. Then the yard fell silent. Boots struck the ground in unison, sharp, practiced, unmistakable. A security detail marched in, surrounding an older man whose medals caught the sunlight like shards of lightning. Fleet Command's crest gleamed on his chest. Every cadet froze. Riker's smirk faltered. The woman didn't move. The Admiral stopped right in front of her. For a moment, the world held its breath. The dust hung in the air. Even the birds seemed to pause. Then he saluted her. A perfect, precise, respectful salute. Gasps swept through the watching crowd, rippling outward like a wave. Some cadets took a step back. Others looked at each other in disbelief. Riker turned pale, the bottle cap still in his hand, trembling as if it suddenly weighed 100 pounds. "Fleet Admiral Rowan," the older man said firmly, his voice echoing across the field, "your transport is ready." Every jaw dropped. Every heartbeat stumbled. The woman who had been his superior's superior, commander of the naval fleet, a decorated strategist, a veteran of storms and wars, looked straight at the cadets who poured beer on her moments earlier. Her calm finally broke into something sharper, not anger, not vengeance, disappointment, the kind that cuts deeper than punishment. "I came here under cover," she said, her voice steady, "to understand the next generation, to see if discipline still lived here, to see if respect meant anything to you." The wind pushed softly against the flags behind her, as if urging the truth forward. "And now," she continued, "I know exactly who will lead with honor and who will crumble the moment real pressure arrives." The instructors stood rigid, ashamed. Some cadets lowered their heads, others held their breath, hoping her eyes wouldn't land on them. But Rowan didn't shame them further. Instead, she stepped closer to Riker, the boy who thought mockery would make him powerful, and gently lifted his chin, so he had no choice but to meet her gaze. "You still have time," she whispered, "to choose the kind of soldier you'll become. Not punishment. A chance. A path to redemption." And in that bright wind-filled afternoon, something in the yard changed. A quiet understanding settled into the hearts of everyone who witnessed what true leadership looked like. Because kindness doesn't vanish, it waits, and it finds its way back. And sometimes it returns wearing the uniform of the person you underestimated the most. Thank you for listening. If this story moved you, share your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories just like this. Your support keeps these moments alive.